Good evening, Santa Fe, and good evening, New Mexico. My name is Jamie Lenfesty. I am the director of AMP Concerts here in Santa Fe. Thank you all so much for joining us here in the beautiful South Capitol neighborhood of Santa Fe and across the internet. This is a wonderful live streaming event that we are pulling tonight with David Berkeley is here with us tonight, and I hope you're all very excited to hear him and welcome him back to New Mexico. I want to say a few words quickly about AMP Concerts. We are a 501c3 nonprofit based here in New Mexico. And back in the good old days, we used to put on as many as 200 live events per year, but we have pivoted in this COVID pandemic to trying to bring live music to all of you in the best ways we can, and that is we have been a leader in live streaming here in New Mexico, and hope you've been enjoying all the streams we've been bringing you. We have another one coming up tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, sorry, next week, next Friday, with Oscar Butler. He will be streaming live on Friday, the 7th of August. You can donate while watching this to AMP Concerts, and all of the funds will go to support us at AMP and actually the artists on these streams. We are also very excited to be announcing that in 2 weeks, August 14th and 15th, we are going back to our drive-in model. We have 2 live drive-in concerts on green grass with tailgating that are going to be happening. We've got Santa Fe's Best of winner, Nos Otros, is going to be playing on August 14th, and then a very special New Mexico Songwriter Night on Saturday, August 15th. And all the details of that are going to be announced this weekend on ampconcerts.org. So you can go there and find out all about that, and tickets are going to go on sale. And these drive-in concerts have been selling out super fast because, as you know, there is a premium on live music right now, and we are very excited to be able to bring these shows to you. You can actually also then on Sunday night go and check out the latest in our Santa Fe postcard series, which will be Nos Otros live from the Santa Fe Plaza, and very excited to have them and that premiere of that postcard happening. So. We want to, again, thank you all for joining us. Please donate to support the live stream as you're watching this tonight. And it is such a thrill to welcome back to Santa Fe after a very interesting hiatus. It's the debut premiere of his new CD. The CD release is called Oh Quiet World. Please welcome David Berkeley.
Get up in the early light, let's sneak downstairs while both of our boys are still in bed. The hours are ours again, like way back when. Oh, the world sits still while put on the coffee, let's go back in time. Back when we first walked side by side, you held me so close to you, yeah, we both knew, oh, how the world sits still while when we start again, go sweet, go slow, when we start again, be kind. Don't forget the hearts was keeping time. Oh, the world sits still while remember the days before our boys got big, rocking them chest to chest to sleep. And all of the city lights, those sleepless nights. Oh, and the world sits still while remember the farm you wore, that dress you made, and all of the back porch thunderstorm, the morning in July, or the western sky. Oh, how the world sits still while when we start again, go sweet, go slow. When we start again, be kind. Don't forget the hearts, what's keeping time. Oh, and the world sits still while things that I don't want to lose. When all of the engines turn back on, how all of the colors shine in your eyes and mine. Oh, when the world sits still a while. Yeah, time is a racehorse when you're looking back. And I hear our boys now waking up. Well, all of the love we made, the love we gave, it makes the world sit still a while. It makes the world sit still a while. Let's let the world sit still a while. Thank you, and good evening. Welcome to my driveway. If you're watching from home, hello. Thank you all for coming and observing the social distance rules. Feels really good to see you. Feels really good to be singing in front of actual people and to be playing 6 feet away from two of my dearest friends, Karina Wilson on the fiddle and Ben Wright on the guitar. It's been a long time to get here, and this wasn't how I envisioned getting here, but we're here, and we're happy to be here. This is the album released for my record, Oh Quiet World. And we are in a strange, quiet world right now, although we are violating some of that quiet with these PAs brought to us by AMP Concerts. Thank you, AMP, for setting this up. It takes a lot of work to put on a concert in a driveway, and really grateful for them. They put on the best music in New Mexico, them and the bandstand, and so we're grateful to have them here today. We're going to play a handful of songs from the new record and some old stuff as well. And this is an older one called Broken Crown. Sweeping all the leaves up off the step, you found a ribbon and tied in your hair. It was just like the ones you used to wear when you were younger. Turned out you touched two jewels. Oh, I think that's the same thing you still do. Oh, I think that's exactly what you do. But all these pieces of a broken crown, they're on the ground. Oh, and you know I'll never let you go. I won't let you go from so high to so low. And lately I've been noticing the lights in the morning, my body next to you. Well, I wish that you could see it like I do, how you move me, turn me on and on. But the road's as hard as it is long. Yeah, the road's as hard as it is long. With all these pieces of a broken crown on the ground. Oh, get out washed up on the shore from all the shipwrecks, sea glass like sapphires, the golden driftwood. But now all the fog is gone, and my love for you goes on and on, kinda like the breeze blows, kinda like the tide pulled by the moon. So come on girl, sing me that old tune. Yeah, come on girl, sing me that old tune. Let's leave these pieces of a broken crown on the ground. And you know I'll never let you go. I won't let you go. From so high to so low. You know I'll never let you go. I won't let you go. From so high to so low. From so high to so low. So high to so low. Thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful looking block right now. Like some bikers have just showed up. If you're watching from home and you know where I live, because we're close enough for you to know where I live and we're close enough physically that you could get here, you still have time to come on over. There's space. So as many of you know, my family and I were in Madrid for the year until we had to leave. Turned out it was really hard to get there because it was very hard to get our visas, as some of you may remember. That was probably the last thing I talked about in my last show in Santa Fe. And then it was actually really hard to leave because we had to get on a last-minute flight when Corona swept through, and we only had a day and a half to pack up our apartment, and we weren't really allowed out of our apartment, so we couldn't say goodbye to anyone, and we had to just escape. And then our house was rented for several more months, and so we had to find places to squat for several months. And we were on the East Coast, and then we were in Taos due to the kindness of our friends on the roof. And now we're here. Thanks. You clap, but we're probably a lot noisier neighbors than the people who are renting from us. So anyway, I wrote a record right after we got back from Spain on a secondhand Spanish guitar that I bought. That's not this one, but it's like this one. And the record is called Oh Quiet World. And this is track 2 from it. It's called Violet Baudelaire, which is a reference to the character in the Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events, which I read to both my boys a couple of different times. And this is a song about trying to somehow tell our children that we're going to be okay through all of this, which isn't the easiest message to believe or to deliver. Oh, to be in the heart of the land when the sign comes from above. And oh, to see in the heart of a man when he gathers all he loves. When he gathers all he loves. blame if we all will lose. Tell me, what have we turned into? And could you change, and what would you choose when the hardest parts come true? When the hardest parts come true. Has the world gone crazy, or just weary of us? Has the world gone crazy, or just weary of us? We've lost your trust. Please don't give up. Please don't give up. To be with Violet Baudelaire before the smoke rose and filled the sky. And oh, to tie a ribbon in her hair and tell her all will be just fine. And oh, to find a castle in the air and hold her trembling hand in mine. Hold her trembling hand in mine. Hold your trembling hand in mine. Turns out I'm changing guitars for every song. It's not often that you have a gig that is this easy a load in, and so I have all my guitars out here. That's one good thing about these times. I no longer have to drive anywhere to play. I no longer have to carry stuff up flights of stairs. We have a little free library box over there by Sarah, and normally it has books, and some of you know that's basically been the most ambitious construction project that I've ever endeavored. And it's held. It's still holding. It hasn't leaked. We've had to replace the door a couple times, but I really like, a lot of people use it, and it gets turned over. Sometimes it's like all religious books, and then sometimes it's all philosophy. And right now, the whole Harry Potter series is in there. But I've actually emptied it out for the evening, and it has my back catalog of CDs in there with a little hand sanitizer and a little bucket if you want to purchase any music. If you're online, of course, you can't do that, but you can go to my website and you can get stuff, and we can send it to you. The new record is only available digitally on Bandcamp or iTunes or the evil Spotify. This is the title track from my record, The Fire in My Head, which I wrote shortly after moving here to Santa Fe, which was now about 8 years ago, which is crazy. I met these guys very quickly upon moving here, and I think they probably still see me as a new transplant, but it's been almost a decade now. There's a fire in my head tonight. There's a fire in my head. Yeah, you went to the desert, walked across the valley. You went looking for something, find who you could be. Yeah, when you went away, everything changed. Now I'm out here in the fields praying for rain. So I went up to the rooftop, I went down to the alley, I went looking for something, someone to save me. Yeah, once I looked, I couldn't look away. Now I'm out here in the streets praying for rain. 'Cause there's a fire in my head tonight. There's a fire in my head. Oh, there's no rain tonight. No rain inside tonight. There's no rain tonight. There's no rain. There's no rain. There's no rain. There's no rain. So I open the windows, hoping the breeze blows, birds going crazy. I'm wondering how they know, and I'm tearing out the pages once again. I'm out under the sky praying for rain. 'Cause there's a fire in my head tonight. There's a fire in my head, a fire burning in my head. There's a fire in my a fire in my head tonight. There's a fire in my head. There's a fire in my head. There's a fire in my head. If any of you weren't aware of the important role that you play in live music, I hope you can hear it now, that it makes such a difference to us to be able to sing in real time to actual people. I never thought that that would be something that would be a high commodity, but it is, and right now it's just so nice to be able to play with these guys and to see you here. So thank you for coming out of your homes and walking over, and it means a lot. That's not to say that I don't also appreciate you at home watching from your comfy, easy chair with your TV dinner in front of you. That's great too. So thank you for tuning in. Oh, good. We're going to do a political song now. We're going to do a couple political songs tonight. We're moving into November, and I will say that the only light at the end of all this tunnel is November. I could handle being locked down as long as we get him out. And this is from my record, my last record, The Faded Red and Blue, and this is the first track. It's called Ash to Ash. Child king sits on his throne in his tower casting stones. counting everything he owns. But late at night, he cries alone. There's a village down the hill with fields to plow, mouths to fill. Children grow up as they will, but fuel the fire and blood will spill. Age to age, bend the bow, run, oh, rosy around, till first is last, till lost is found. Oh, we'll all fall down. And some say fear is like the wind, hard to say how it begins, hard to stop its strengthening, hard to blow it back again. Age to age, bend the bow, run, old rosy around, till first is last, till lost is found. Oh, we'll all fall down. Come back, daughters, come back, sons. Don't believe that this is done, even though their rage is run. From Shining Sea to Washington, age to age, bend the bow, run, old rosy around, till first is last, till lost is found. Oh, we'll all fall down. Oh, we'll all fall down. Thank you. If you're listening at home, and maybe right now you went over and donated to Biden, that's great. And then you can also donate to the link above the stream, which supports all these guys here at AMP doing the filming. There's a guy in my garage working the stream, and they've been here all day braving the elements. It was really hot, and then there were gale force winds, and then it rained a little and lightninged. Lightninged. Is that the past tense of the dubious verb lightning, to lightning? I don't know. Anyway, you can donate there, and it goes to them, and then some of it goes to us, which is also great because we used to be able to play and sell our music and do things that musicians like to do, and now we can't. So first give to Biden, and then donate to AMP. We're going to do track 4 or 5 right now. I'm not positive. It's called Beside the Shuttered Doors. Madrid is an amazing city, and at some point we really hope to get to go back because we left a lot behind there, including an apartment full of our stuff. One of the most amazing parts of that city is the people, la gente, and they're on the streets, every street, all the time, all hours of the day. You know, they have their nice dinner at 10 p.m. and then they go out, and they're out, and it's just an incredible energy there. And it's safe, so the kids could just run out and be with them, and we could just be among them, shoulder to shoulder and body to body. And of course, that's not allowed anymore. And it was quite an incredible experience to see what that city looked like when all the people left and went and closed their shuttered doors. The city is silent like a ghost on the cobblestones. Even the church bells do not ring. The winds, they are blowing off the coast down the alleyways, sweeping beside the shuttered doors. Oh, quiet world, maybe now we'll know all we really need. I need to know you're fine. I couldn't see all before. We couldn't see we wanted more. After it all, may we not be the same. Yeah, when we come back, may we come back changed. Oh, let us be washed in the pouring rain. Now all we want to know is when this too shall pass, when we can be who we used to be, 'cause we don't know how to bow and bend till things really get bad. Maybe it's time at last. I couldn't see it all before. We couldn't see we wanted more. After it all, may we not be the same. Yeah, when we come back, may we come back changed. Oh, let us be washed in the pouring rain. Oh, let us be washed. Last night the moon rose over balconies, silver and wise. Ever the quiet face of change. If we can get through this, then maybe we can get through it all. Give us another chance. I couldn't see it all before. We couldn't see we wanted more. After it all, may we not be the same. Yeah, when we come back, may we come back changed. Oh, let us be washed in the pouring rain. Oh, let us be washed in the pouring rain. Thank you. That was a close call a second ago.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of times where I've like delved into the political realm and then something happened, like lightning, or in this case, police. But luckily they were just going on another call. For those of you listening outside, or inside, I should say, on the interweb, I don't know if the cameras picked it up, but several of Santa Fe's finest just drove by with their lights blaring, lights flashing. Sirens were not blaring. Okay, now I think we're going to do track 5. If that last one wasn't track 5. Otherwise, we're doing track 4, and that last one was track 5. This is called Gonna Win the War. I think this was the first one I wrote after coming back from Madrid and getting into a quarantine and trying my best to be optimistic that this was going to end and end quickly. While we're tuning, this is Ben Wright on my right, Karina Wilson on my left. This is my driveway. It needs some repairs. If anyone out there watching does that sort of work. Gonna win the war, gonna hold it down, coming back for sure. We're gonna win the war. It's just a waiting game. It is not the end, and no one is to blame. It's just a waiting game. Oh, child, will be fine, don't be worried. I'll hold you tonight in my arms. Well, I know that it's hard, I know that you're scared. Alone can feel so dark, I know that it's hard. The enemy's unseen, it's different than before. We keep the space between, the enemy unseen. Oh, child, will be fine, don't be worried. I'll hold you tonight in my arms. Oh, mama, I'm fine, don't be worried. I'll keep you tonight in my mind. Gonna win the war, gonna hold it down, coming back for sure. We're gonna win the war, and spring is coming soon. It slips inside these walls, it's bigger than these rooms. Spring is coming soon, spring is coming soon. Slips inside these walls, it's bigger than these rooms. Spring is coming soon, yeah, spring is coming soon. Slips inside these walls, it's bigger than these rooms. Spring is coming soon, it's coming back for sure. Gonna win the war, we're coming back gonna win the war. It's tough to write a seasonal song because spring is long gone at this point, as we all know. But I wrote that when we were in Rhode Island in March, and so spring was coming then. That seemed like a symbol, you know. And then it came and went, and here we are. But look, 2021 is going to have a great spring. Here's a political song number 2. Let's see if the cops come by after this one. This is maybe a nod to John Lewis. Maybe it's an immigration song. It's a song about welcoming the stranger and loving those who aren't all exactly like us. It's a song about open borders. Which, granted, maybe this isn't the right time to talk about open borders. We need to sort of lock down right now. But in principle, once it is safe to do so, this is again a song about open borders. Have you seen the flag laid out, the faded red and blue? One star missing, edges torn. It barely made it through. We believe the promise in the fabric still holds true. Then we must be a harbor for the weak and weary too. I know your heart beats, I do. And my heart beats just like you. Once I saw the Grand Canyon, it snowed upon the edge. You were there beside me, you cried, and then you said, deep inside this great divide, I know God isn't dead. Call it what you will, spirit or soul, or love instead. I know broken hearts can mend, and hardened hearts can bend. See, I'm now a father of 2 boys, I love them so. With open arms and open hearts and minds, I hope they grow. May we leave a world to them that's sacred, not all soul. Remembering where we came from and where we're all bound to go. Oh, my heart overflows. Fear will fade, I know. My heart overflows. Fear will fade. 'Cause I have seen the flag laid out, oh glory, red and blue. Thank you. So I think we're going to do a few more, if that's okay with people here. Don't want to disturb your evening too much. I would like to once again acknowledge the great people of AMP Concerts. Please do your best to support what they do so that when we come out of this, we can have gigs again in real life. We really have to make sure that businesses like theirs stay alive. So thank you guys for doing what you do. Sorry, I couldn't hear that, but I appreciate it. This is kind of an economic downturn song. So it seemed unfortunately top. There's a steel mill shut down when spring came. Dad gave his life there, I was doing the same. Now I don't know what to do with my day. The kingdom comes to workmen, so the preacher says. And there's voices, sometimes, well, you know, the devil comes a-knocking and the bottle gets low. Oh, won't you sing with me, please? Oh, Lee, oh, Delilah, oh, Lee, sing with me, please. Oh, Lee. It's not like I liked working there. The fire and the shovel, the smoke in my hair. Oh, but Lord, it's all I know. I miss being needed, having somewhere to go. There's these voices, sometimes, well, you know. And the devil comes a-knocking when the bottle gets low. Oh, won't you sing with me, please? Oh, Lee, oh, Delilah, oh, Lee, sing with me, please. Oh, Lee. There's a woman who gave me the will. Her name is Gracie, she believes in me still. My name is Joseph, it could well be Job. I don't mean to harm you with the hurt that I hold. There's a story heard around each bend. A man works his heart out, but is broke in the end. Come on, sing with me, please. Oh, Lee, oh, Delilah, oh, Lee, sing with me, please. Oh, Lee, sing with me, please. Oh, Lee, sing with me, please. There's a steel mill shut down when spring came. Dad gave his life there, I was doing the same. There was a steel mill shut down when spring came. I gave my life there, suppose I do it again. That's Ben Wright. So my next streaming show is on August the 12th at, in quotation marks, a venue in London. But I'll actually be right here inside this house. And then I'm doing another one at again, in quotes, Swallow Hill Music Hall in Denver. But I'll again be right here. And we won't do those outside, so you can't hear unless you get really close to the house, which I hope you won't. But you can, if you go to the Facebook and you find my page, David Berkeley Music, you can watch it there, which is always funny because you'll be like right there watching, but it goes up and then back down. That's the extent of my science. It's like a... I always picture it like a football punt, you know? This is a song about caring for the people that we care for and sticking with them through hard times. On my way back home, feeling so alone again, when I saw the light was on, but everything was wrong. I thought I knew. In the schoolyard then, I remember when you smiled. The quiet in your eyes still gives me butterflies. You know you do. And all that we've been through, don't leave me, I won't leave you. And all that we've been through, be with me, I'll shelter you. Am I my father's son? Trying to catch the ones who fall, and all the ones you're near, they seem to disappear. No matter what you do, I've been trying to hold it all. Like trying to build a wall with sand or a hand full of cards, and the wind is blowing hard. Do you feel it too? And all that we've been through, don't leave me, I won't leave you. And all that we've been through, be with me, I'll shelter you. been trying to be so strong, and all along I see things that shouldn't be. Do you see them too? And all that we've been through, don't leave me, I won't leave you. And all that we've been through, be with me, I'll shelter you. No matter what you do, I'll shelter you. I'll shelter you. I'll shelter you. Thanks so much. This will be our last song. Thanks again to AMP Concerts, to Karina Wilson, to Ben Wright, to all the crew, to all of you, my neighbors. Thank you for wearing masks and for staying safe and for supporting live music in a weird way tonight. This is a song called To the Sea off our record Cardboard Boat. It also mentions spring coming, so you're going to think I read all my songs in February. But it's a song about recovery and renewal and reconnecting with our loved ones, so I thought it would be a topical one to end with tonight. And my last shout out to donate to AMP Concerts. So look at that link wherever it is on the screen and donate what you can, and then give the rest to Biden. Look, it's time. It's time. We aren't staying neutral anymore. We can't. You know, we can't. Father, 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 I am coming home. Open up the gates, please let me in. Everybody needs a way to start again. Oh, I've been on a road not always kind. Yes, it's been a long, hard climb. Father, 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 lay your hand in mine. Oh, sometimes all we carry holds us down. But letting go is hard, I've found. So let me be like the leaves on the trees. They come back in the spring, go to green. There's nothing we can do to change the past. Will we ever get to say we're free at last? Oh, don't you know the war's over and done? I'm pretty sure more lost than won. So Father, 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 I am coming home. Oh, everybody needs a place to lean. Yeah, you and me both, it seems. So let me be like the leaves on the trees. They come back in the spring, go to green. Oh, let me be like the stream full of rain. It comes back eventually to the sea. Oh, I found my way back to you. Please find your way back to me. Oh, I found my way back to you. Please find your way back to me. Please find your way back to me. Please find your way back to me. 'Cause Father, 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 I am home. Thank you. Good night. Get home safe.